Okay, it is the championship of the 2021 season of Full Count Fantasy Baseball. And great season, great season. Playoffs are tough, you know. Um, it's tough, you win or go home. It's not like the season where, you can rebound or other wins and losses could help you out. It's whoever can sustain two wins and hopefully get that third in the championship. And that's where we're at right now with Team Viola Nation and Team AJ going at it head to toe. You say David versus Goliath. We'll see. But I have a breakdown of the two teams, a bunch of little stats, and my opinion on some things on players. But we have two managers who have had consistent success in this league since they've been in it. It's funny, AJ has one of the funniest picks of our league, but he's going for potentially his fourth championship. Adam has dominated since he's been in the league, going for potentially his third championship. We got the 2020 champ going against the 2018 champ. Remember, Eric got the 2019 championship. So let's kick it off. Let's get off with a congrats, you guys. Congrats to Adam, who's already cleared $500 for getting second place in the season. Congrats to AJ for making the playoffs, getting to the A spot, and taking down seeds 1 and 4. Adam took down seeds 7 and 3. So to get to this spot. So congrats to the two teams. Big ups and shout out to Alejandro and Moy. They'll be battling out for third place. So there's still, I think, $50 to win. And I think Moy got $100 for getting third place in the season. And with the money, Alejandro and Moy won, with the $20 payouts. They didn't leave empty-handed. And so top 5 finish, pretty damn good. All right, so let's look at it. Let's look at this matchup. Let's look at the first half of the season. AJ and Adam both overdrafted, got frozen. AJ went 0-2 in those 2 weeks, and Adam went 1-1. The first half of the season, AJ went 4-6, Adam went 6-4. Second half of the season, AJ had a little bit of a reverse, went 5-4-1. Narrowly got that 6 win and almost flipped the script, but a good second half put him into a position where, win or lose against me in week 20, he was making the playoffs. So 5-4-1, AJ in the second half. Adam, Mr. Consistency, 6-4 in the second half. Went 6-4 in the first half, 6-4 in the second half. He definitely had one of the toughest schedules. I think Alejandro had one of the toughest schedules according to Yahoo, but can't dismiss Adam's consistency. Now, they played each other once in the season. I think it was week 11, where AJ beat Adam. So AJ owns the tiebreaker, like I said in the group me. So if they do tie, AJ owns that because of the win during the season. Now, a couple fun things I want to talk about. I want to say who their best acquisitions were, who I think their best draft picks were, and then how I think this thing's going to play off in terms of each one's success. AJ's best acquisition this year, he had 2. One he got because he overdrafted and had to use that conditional ad. He had to drop player to get back under budget, and they had to make an ad, which he added Carlos Rodon, who ended up being his number 2, arguably his number 2 best pitcher this year behind Lance Lynn. So he ends up picking Carlos Rodon, beefing up his pitching staff, which his pitching staff is what carried him most of the way with his 9 wins during the season. And his contention in the playoffs is definitely a 50-50 contribution. But without his pitching and without Rodon, he might not be in the playoffs right now. His second best acquisition was his first ad in Cedric Mullins. I think the guy's second in the AL in hits, tied with David Fletcher, an all-star. Guy just eats up every fantasy category. So Cedric Mullins, AG's other best acquisition. AG's best draft picks, in my opinion, Castellanos and Lance Lynn. I believe they were two in his top 4 picks, outside of his freeze and George Springer. So that's my best acquisitions draft picks for AJ. Now for Adam, again, this is just my opinion. Would love to hear your guys in the group me in response to this video. Best trade acquisitions, because AJ didn't make trades. Best trade acquisition for Adam, Julio Urias. Guy is arguably just as much of a Cy Young contender as Walker Buehler. I mean, Julio Urias has been amazing this year. Low-key, probably the best Dodger pitcher other than Walker Buehler. And his best ad, Robbie Ray. I mean, there's no denying that Robbie Ray carried Adams' pitching along with his, well, I'm going to get into his best draft picks. Robbie Ray was a major contributor on Adams' pitching staff. Best ad, Robbie Ray. Best trade acquisition, Julio Urias. Beefing up his pitching staff, who now, with his best draft picks, already consisted of Corbin Burnes. But I would say his best draft picks, he arguably has the NL MVP and the AL MVP in Shohei Ohtani with his bat. Now, as Ohtani's pitching is what also contributes to his MVP status, but Ohtani with his bat in the round that he got Ohtani was ridiculous. And then Bryce Harper, who's could be the NL MVP this year. So, how do these matchups fare? You can argue that AJ is the favorite because he beat Adam. But with Adam's new pitching staff beefed up with Julio Urias, since playing AJ, he didn't have him. And the surge of Adams' offense lately with Salvador Perez really heating up. It's looking more of Adams in the power seat. But flip the script, AJ beat the 1 seed. He beat me. His offense, surprisingly, is having guys that are tearing it up who shouldn't be tearing it up, at least in, you look at these players, you don't think they're going to be doing as well they are. Ian Happ, I mean, Alejandro knows the pain. I know the pain of Ian Happ. So AJ has a pretty solid pitching staff if he can get a couple guys healthy. I don't know if Lance Lynn will be there. And now Giolito is iffy. He has Rodon. And, that could be enough. But we'll see. But AJ's pitching is holding up. So I think if Adam's guys are in prime position to make this if I'm Adam, I'm feeling good with 3 starting pitchers in Urias and Corbin Burnes and Robbie Ray, even though Robbie Ray's, he's hit or miss, but he's got offensive protection. AJ, if I'm AJ, I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of surprise production, and hopefully they continue doing it, because that's giving him a lot of stats that I don't think AJ would think he would be getting right now. He needs guys to get healthy. He needs guys to stay healthy. Springer, Ketel Marte. But AJ, I think he would have been toe-to-toe with Adam if they were playing this week. So if both teams show up, this could be a showdown Sunday. If one team doesn't show up, no one's going to be in a good spot if the other team's playing catch-up. Because right now, both teams are producing. AJ clearly is producing, taking down the 8 and 4 seed. The 1 and 4 seed. And Adams' team's clearly producing, taking down Cardinals' pitching and Moy's offense. So it's a great matchup. Someone's going to be a 2-time champ in a 3-year span. Can't deny these guys' manager skills. All AJ had to do was put himself in a position to get a chance to win, and now he's done it. And Adam, Mr. Consistency, just has to put himself in a position, and he's... Oh, no, let me rephrase that. Always puts himself in a position to have a chance to win. Best of luck to the two teams. Congrats. Pat on the back to Moy and Alejandro. Don't check out yet. Little bit of money left to win. All things considering, with the money you won in the last few weeks, the season, and possible extra $50, you're not going home empty-handed, and probably have a nice freeze for next year. Vladdy G, like Moy said in the group me. So let's see how it breaks down. You guys have a good one, and I'll make a post recap of the championship on Sunday. Just a quick vid and a shout out to the 2021 season. Let's go. Good luck, you guys.